What's up, you guys? It's Graham Stephan. Okay, iced coffee hour. All right. Junk Heathens, what up? If you didn't know, my name is Sky Lane, and I recently sold my junk removal business for a multiple of 6 figures just after being open for 2.5 years, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did it. If you can't tell already, we're at Home Depot, and today we're gonna go over the top 10 essential tools, base necessities you need to get your junk removal business started. Now we're gonna leave out all the obvious things like the truck and the trailer, the dump truck, the uniforms, all those type of things. We're gonna go over the base necessities that you need just to go into somebody's house or to go outside of somebody's house and get the job done. Let's head in. All right, guys, now let's hop right in. Number one, now these are in no particular order. Push broom, absolutely need one of these. This is what's gonna clean up your job and give you that sparkle shine that you need to set you apart from all of the competition. Call it a super sweep. My guy Sam Sneed over at Junk Removal Authority will tell you that. When you're done with every job, whether it's a garage cleanup, driveway clean out, whatever it is, you're always gonna wanna clean up after yourself. When your trailers or your dump trucks get dirty, clean it out with a push broom. Necessity number one. Now, necessity number two, trash bags. Now you can either do big contractor trash bags or you can do trash bins / barrels. Whatever your preference is. I like barrels or trash bins better because you can fill them up, take them out to the truck, dump them, something like this. These are the best ones you can get. Brute cans, these are pretty expensive, somewhere around like $100, I think. You can find a lot of these off jobs though. You don't always have to buy them right out the gate, but we're just going over the items you will need to have. I like these better, but these are good to have when you're doing hoarder cleanouts or you have a lot of brush pile, leaves, things like that. Get them, go, wrap them up, throw them in the truck. I love how they have all these right together. Number three, a rake. Obviously, for the same reasons you need the push broom, you need a rake. A rake is gonna actually be better. This isn't the kind of rake that I use. I like the metal rakes better, the ones that kind of bend a little bit. When you're cleaning out hoarder houses and you're cleaning out things that are just absolutely filthy, you're on wood, driveways, these actually work better than the push brooms. The push broom is just kind of like the very end of the sparkle shine cleanup. These right here is what's gonna get a bulk of your work done when you're on carpet. Like I say, you're doing a hoarder house or a hoarder house is pretty bad, you're doing carpet. I try to find a metal rake in here to let you guys see exactly what I'm talking about. But number three, rakes. Essential number four, gloves. Now if these were in order, I would put these at the top of the list. You gotta have gloves when you're cleaning up this stuff. This stuff is gross, nasty, sharp, dangerous. You gotta have good gloves. These gloves in particular are kind of like your base starter gloves by Firm Grip. These aren't great, and these are actually like gardener style. When I had my business, I used the ones that kind of had some rubber over the fingertips and the palm to kind of protect you more. A little bit more expensive, but you're gonna need some gloves. You're gonna go through these things like nothing. So you're gonna have gloves on hand, multiple pairs you'll keep in the back of your truck. Gotta have good pairs of gloves to get you going. Look what we done came across. I see somebody like me put in that work with something like this, you know what I mean? Moving on to essential number five, sledgehammer. The best kind to use for general use is an 8 to 10 pounder. I don't really want to do anything much heavier than that because you're swinging this thing so much when you're doing things like light demolition, hot tubs, more or less shed and garage demos when you're knocking out the walls. 6 pounders would be good for the ladies, some ladies that are stronger than men. So I would say anywhere from 6 to 10 pounds would be a good sledgehammer for you. But you need this to do light demolition. Light demolition is an essential part of owning a junk removal business, absolutely. This accounted for more than 35% of my revenue. You have to have a sledgehammer in your toolbox in your truck at all times. Sometimes you may have 2 people on a job and you have a super duper heavy, she go. That's a close call right there. Let's say you have a 200 or 300 pound dresser, you guys can't get it. You can use this to kind of knock out the walls, the drawers, get it all broken up and get the job done. Sledgehammer, baby. Boy, got that putting technique, boy. Now putting technique, boy. Next. And guys, before I forget to mention, big things coming. The first full junk removal course on the way. I'm gonna teach you guys how to get to $100,000 in revenue within your first year, as I did in my first year. Guys, if you're thinking about getting into junk removal, or you've already started your business and you still haven't cracked that $100,000 in revenue point yet, this course is for you. It's all inclusive. It has everything that you could think of junk removal from the very beginning. Choosing what kind of truck setup is exactly for you, how to open your LLC, how to get uniforms made, all the way to how to get those commercial accounts, Google Ads management, getting established within your community. All those things will be covered in this junk removal course. If you want to be a part of that or you want to learn more about it, click the link in the description below. We're doing a big pre-sale right now. Anybody who signs up once it's actually released will not get this discount. So if you're interested, you want to learn a little bit more, click the link in the description. Let's get you to 100K, baby. You're ugly. All right, guys, moving on to essential number 6, shovel. Now, you can either get a shovel like this one. You're gonna want a flat face shovel, or what I call flat face, not a spade shovel. That's not good for this type of work. You want something like this or something like a snow scooper. I personally love snow scoopers, but I don't know if they have any in stock here. We couldn't find them. This will do the job. So when you're doing big clean outs, you're doing branch brush removal, you have a lot of trash, and maybe on a commercial job, there's a dumpster overflowing, you have a lot of trash, this will save the day. You can scoop all kinds of it, put it in your bin, scoop it right into your truck, whatever the case may be. Actually, Michaela just pointed out what I love are these right here. This is the snow shovel scooper. Actually, she just pointed out exactly what I like and what I use, and it's these. It's the aluminum ones. They have the plastic one right here. No good, that thing will break in no time. You want this right here. This is what I used in my business. This is what you should use. You can scoop up all kinds with this. This thing is indestructible. Get you together. This, I would say, is behind gloves. This will save your life, I promise you. I feel like there's nobody offering a course like what I'm about to release though, so. Guru if you want, probably not though. Guys, essential number 7, and my favorite thing in this entire world, I'm like a kid in a candy shop when I used to shop for these, sawzall. Sawzall will be your best friend. This is one of those things that you will absolutely need when you're doing any kind of light demolition. Hot tubs, absolutely. Shed demos, absolutely. Deck demos, absolutely. Pool demos, absolutely. Sometimes we even use this to break down furniture. So a sawzall will be your absolute best friend. Matter of fact, you know what? This is the one that I had, the best one in the game right here, the Milwaukee Fuel Super Sawzall. This thing's so powerful, it could freaking cut, there's a video on YouTube of it cutting another sawzall in half. This is one of those things that I would not be cheap with. I would buy quality over quantity. You can buy a cheap one, the power plug-in ones, Bauer like power plug-in one, or you know, a cheap Ryobi one. Those things will burn out on you quick, and you'll find yourself buying those multiple times. Again, this is one of those things you want to buy a good one time. That'll last you a while. I would go with this one, or I would go with the DeWalt. I believe it's called DeWalt FlexVolt. I would go with the DeWalt FlexVolt. Now these are pricey, $300 and $400. You do not have to go this high up. You can get a step down, but a good sawzall is probably going to run you around $200. To go with that, you'll need blades. The most important thing with sawzall are good blades. You don't want to be cheap with blades, because if you do, those things will break like nothing. The ones from Harbor Freight are no good. Diablo, the best blades out. The best of the best are the Diablo Demon blades. Now these are pretty expensive. This blade alone is like $12. Some of them are up to $40, some stuff like that. I would just go with the Diablo, whatever you're looking for, the metal ones. Or you can buy the ones with the case that has metal, wood, nail embedded wood. I would go with those. So sawzall, good blades. Essential number 7. Essential number 8, you will absolutely need drills for obvious reasons. You gotta take things apart in junk removal. You gotta take doors off the hinges to get furniture out the door. You'll need them for any, a lot of demo. So obviously a good set of drills will get you done. You don't have to buy super expensive drills. You can actually use some cheaper drills to get most of it done, as long as they have good batteries. The batteries are everything. Again, with the sawzall, you want wireless. Again, with drills, you want wireless. You don't want to have to go keep plugging into people's power and things. They'll get irritated with that. Some people don't even want you to plug your stuff into their power outlets. So you want to, yeah. Yeah, number 1 tip, as Michaela just mentioned, is charge your batteries the night before. Get that type of stuff knocked out. That's where they have more workers here today than I've ever seen in my entire life. What I was saying is, whatever brand you buy your drills with, you want to match that with your sawzall, because you can use the batteries for each one of those. So if you buy Milwaukee drills, buy a Milwaukee sawzall. If you buy DeWalt drills, buy DeWalt sawzall. Those batteries will help you. A sawzall cannot use a 2.0 or 3.0 battery. It can, but it's going to burn out on you in like 10 minutes. You will absolutely want to get 4.0 batteries or higher. More than likely, you'll want to buy a couple of good 8.0 to 9.0 batteries. That's 8 or 9 amps. You'll learn more about those as you get acclimated. All right, essential number 9. And as you guys know, safety is first. Safety glasses. Now these are super underrated and a lot of people don't use them. But if you think you're ever going to have employees, if you're ever going to have, you're going to have things like workers' comp and everything like that, these are essential. Obviously, you don't need to buy a $31 pair of safety glasses. You can get the cheap ones that come in a pack, come like 3 in a pack or something for $5. But you got to have safety glasses for obvious reasons. You want to keep your eyes, your hands, your feet. You want to keep everything safe. So make sure you got these, steel-toed boots, that type of thing. Essential number 10, and there's actually 11 on this list because I forgot one. I'll mention it after this. Essential number 10, a good tool set. For obvious reasons, you are going to need a tool set. You'll need wrenches to take things apart. You'll need screwdrivers to take things apart. You'll need sockets to take things apart. Don't be cheap on this. If you are cheap on your tool set, you'll get cheap tools that'll rust and you'll have to buy it over and over and over again. Get a good tool set, like 80 bucks, 90 bucks, buy it one time. It's a tax write-off, anything. That's another thing. All of these items are tax write-offs, so you don't have to be cheap with everything. Use it as a tax write-off at the end of the year, save you some money in taxes, and you have some good tools. The last thing I'm gonna mention are dollies. Obviously, you need a good dolly. You need a good furniture dolly, and you need a good hand dolly. Washers, dryers, furniture, pianos, all kinds of things. Dollies are just as important as anything else, if not the most important, because you will be relocating a lot of things. A lot of these things are heavy. You'll need 2 people for these type of things. So without a shadow of a doubt, you absolutely need a dolly. Guys, I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Michaela for behind the camera, taking all the shots, getting all the good camera work. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I appreciate every one of you junk heathens. I'm so excited to build this new junk heathen community. I'm ecstatic about the course that's coming out. Again, as I mentioned before, link down below, pre-sale right now. After the pre-sale's done, there is no discount. There is none of that. This will include the course. It's gonna have pricing sheets. We're gonna have weekly live Q&As where you can ask me whatever questions you would like, or where you're at in the course, or what's going on with you and your business. There's gonna be a Facebook page group that only people a part of the Junk Success course will be a part of. So again, link down below. I appreciate all you guys. I'll make you some money, don't worry about me.